Hello, this is my first ever video and I'm going to be doing a showcase of my current Trailmakers build and possibly trying to cook up something fun at the end. My name is Victor and enjoy the video. Or at least I hope you do. It's taking very long to load. Probably because I got OBS open. Usually it doesn't take this long. There we are. So I think we start from the top and we go down. Or we go from the bottom and we go up. From the bottom and up. Right, we have one of my first builds. Motorbike, heavily inspired on Scrapman's design. And he was in that one bike video. Very cool. It's a speed bike or cruiser bike. The guy looks very tiny on it, and the bum of the bike is very long, basically. Okay, next vehicle. Very quick, I know. Yeetify RS made a video on this one logic system with like sensors. So what this car does is it stabilizes when you take a jump. I'll just get to the helipad to show you guys what I mean. It's painfully slow though. Oh, at least this version is. I know I made a version which is insanely fast. So when you take a jump like this, it perfectly levels you with the ground. That was not good damage. Yeah. But it was upside down. This also prevents you from flipping over. Oh, can I turn this one off? I don't think this one I can turn it off. Well, next vehicle. Next vehicle. This is... I don't remember what I did to this one. I think this one's faster. Yeah, I made this one faster. I think I gave this one the ability to turn on the roll. Not the roll, the stabilization. Pretty much the same as the last one. I think this one's got softer suspension as well, because it's not bouncy. That was a great next vehicle. This one I did a dual seater instead. Wait a minute. Hello? Okay, I did it still. Dual seater instead. I gave it a little light bar at the front, like red lights. That's there to see if it has the stabilization on or off. The first person camera don't look too bad. I added some gauging and stuff. Got passenger because you're not alone. Overall, quite a fun car. Would I recommend making something like this? The logic is great. Car building needs to improve. Overall, nice car. Next vehicle. This, I think this was just me trying to figure out how to do the fenders. Yes, I know it's earlier, but that's later because I started building another vehicle. I was figuring how to do the fenders whilst it looks nice. So, we'll skip over that. A plane. I think this was another one of where I was just messing about. Oh yeah, I know what this one is. Oh yeah. So what this is it's a carpet bomber. doesn't carpet very well, but it does cover a large area. We should probably have some facing down. Nice. Next vehicle. What's next? Suction powered car, but my worst attempt was so out of the actual like race cars, I'll also do a lap of the track to see the speed differences. That's why I didn't use this game. Forgot about this one. I then modified it to prevent it and I quit. Nope. I then modified it later on to give it more downforce. So, oh, this was when I was playing around in the space map. I made this. It's supposed to turn, and it works a lot better in the space map. Anyways, V2 of the suction powered car. The acceleration, I feel, is a lot. What the hell was I thinking? Just fix that real quick. I don't know why I put roar in there. That was kind of stupid. But this one, corners better. The suction makes it spin if you crash, so careful with that one. What? Alright, next one. I don't know why I changed in this one. Probably added more suction, to be honest. Because why wouldn't have I didn't do a lap of the track with that one since it's pretty much the same as this one. Oh, I changed the raw engines in this one, but I didn't add the other engines. Anyways, long pause. I prefer the reverse circuit. Yeah, the reverse circuit. Fuck. Unplanned and uncalled for. In case you were wondering, this one is 10 wide. Most of my cars are 10 wide. I think apart from the Formula cars, I think I made them 8 wide. I mean, this one's a Formula 1 car. This one has a lot of downforce, but horrible grip, so it just spins and slides. I don't know what's up with that, but I guess making a Brabham and Trailmakers does not work as good as it does in real life. Formula 1 reference. I think it's like the Brabham BT64s. This thing has both understeer and oversteer, and only when it decides to. Oh, I can see the finish. But 2 more turns. I guess that was a double like odd turn smooth. That was a decent turn. Oh, that was more than 2 turns. A lot more than 2 turns. 0.5. Continue. Next vehicle. What is the next vehicle? Oh, there's a... Wait, what? Wait. Not again. Fuck's sake. It keeps happening. It just like leaves the ghost blocks there, and it's really annoying to do anything. Whilst we're back on the loading screen, what was I gonna say? I do have other videos which I have prepared, but they're gonna need a voiceover since my mic wasn't working. Anyways, back to reviewing. What? How are some things skipped? Wait, this was way up here. Wait, what? There. Why is it there? We just did those 3. No, not all there. Okay. I guess it's just gonna keep doing flips. So. Okay, that one did not work. On to the next one. Work? Yeah, work. This is the base version of it, which ironically I made after the modified version. I know, I have damage on the wing. No, it actually flies decently in. It can perform relatively sharp turns, quite sharp turns because of the gyro. Yeah, I know, gyro planes. Call me a rookie, I know. It's a basic top plane with some thrusters and a tendency to glitch out, I guess. Next vehicle. Well, there's more builds than vehicles, but next one. Is this the... Yeah, this is a concealed car plane. So, yeah. Fuck. I think I crashed it. Oh, I can do that apparently. This one's actually got decent maneuverability, which is cool as hell. I could probably... no, wait a minute, you have to hit certain things. This is a bathtub with suspension. Yes, I modeled it to look like a bathtub. Whereas, next vehicle, this one's kind of basic and boring. Delete. Blah, 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 blah. Very engaging video, by the way. Here's a missile supposed to be mounted to a plane, but I was editing and then I lost the plane which I was doing, so it does take off. It just needs a little bit of encouragement. What? I can't bloody speak. Right, tank. This is a fire tank. Flipped. There we go. Very fast. Very firing. Overall, horrible fucking build. Okay. Next build, I guess. And don't ask me why it's saved. Oh, This one is the one with the nice suspension. Anyways. No, I'm not doing the race. Pull up. The front wants to take off, just go with it. There you are. Bomber plate. Oh, I'm not taking off again. Fuck this shit. Right, Jet, which has a humpback nose apparently. Has a minigun. I tried to enclose the minigun inside the Jet. Also has mines. Also has mines. You can go. Very effective. Especially as just like bombing, to be honest. Because when you have a brain not fucking braining. If you have a car and you drop a mine, then the car gets hit by the mine and the mine explodes and then kaboom, you know? 39 fucking power cores. Yeah. I don't know. This one is an artillery cannon, as one can tell. You just press shoot. T, sorry. Excuse me. You mind? There we are. And then you go whoop, and you go ka-chow. Right, and you go ka-chow, you know. So it's artillery. Makes sense. And then you go G, and then you go and you run away. Right, just like your dad did with the milk. Anyways, no, there was no need for that. Why did I say that? Right, next vehicle. Drift car. Very, I tried to make a go-kart with camera suspension, camera it's fucking 1 in the morning. Camera steering, camera guided steering, and it turned out to drift with the counter steering and everything, so that's how I kept it. It literally just a couple bars, 4 go-kart wheels, and aiming servo, dragon engine, and then an antenna just for the fun of it. There's no need for that. Quite fun. If you get into the zone, you can keep like a perfect drift going. Very nice. Entertaining. I hope my camera hasn't broken and I haven't just been speaking here for the past okay, the camera is working, that's good. How do I check? 20 minutes, as I was about to say. 20 minutes for nothing. Well, here's a mini go-kart. Very smoky. I could have just put dragon engine there, but I hate myself. I am not doing a lap in this. Why I'd have to slow this thing slow enough, buddy. I'm Polish, by the way, just in case you didn't know that. Another aiming servo car, or is the same car, it's a tractor. Literally just 2 controls, forwards and backwards. And Polish propaganda over there. As the Polish president would say, be like Poland. You know. Right, next. Let's try it. Go-kart. This is like a race car. I've made several variations of it. Unfortunately, I lost my favourite one. Yeah, this is where I can demonstrate it. We have the off-road one, which is used for getting out of those situations. We have the normal one. And we have the more race one. It has 2 engines. And it is really fast. And it also drifts like crazy. Even though it has... Does it have a gyro? It does have a gyro. I also had the plane version, which is really cool. But I lost that. It was in one of my build slots, and yeah. Alright, this is the this is like an early Formula 1 car, which is, I've realised it's actually massive. The early Formula 1 cars were smaller than this, but I didn't know that. I always thought they were just like this big. The front's got steering hinges. The whole car is carbon fibre, and they're very realistic for the time. I'm not doing a lapis either, even though it's a Formula car. It's got wing in there, front wing. It's absolutely fucking useless. It can barely turn at slow speeds. Next vehicle. This is the 2017 car, which I made last, but I guess it just appeared. So I am going to do a lap in this one. I'm going to have to address that issue. Yep, it's reconnected again. I forgot how horrible the acceleration is in this car in comparison to some other cars. It's because it's heavy. Yeah, Formula 1 car that's heavy. Interesting. So much slower than it usually. Or it just feels like it. I don't know. It's gonna be 1 minute and something, just maybe even 1 minute, just awkward silences. Well, you know what, I might talk about a movie I've seen recently. Spider-Man by New Day. What do you guys think of that? Yeah. I was kind of just sitting expecting it to be done, so that was fucking stupid, wasn't it? And if I pull the reference of that small potato or big potato stuff in this video, probably know why. I hope you guys catch the reference. I'm planning on watching the Punisher soon because I've seen him in the thing. I've seen some clips of his of him on TikTok, and I must say, fucking hell. And I didn't know he was a no. Wait, guys, is that... As I was saying, it was a surprise. As you say, from what I found out, the movie's a lot more gruesome than Frank's scenes in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So, gonna be watching the Punisher soon. Nice. And lap details. It is 1 minute 42. So I just did something and it had a like 56. It was 1 minute 56. Yeah, I had the bloody propeller pads car. It's 1 minute 56. Brain fog. I got a normal suspension car, which I made. It was like a mini trophy truck. Of course, it's 10 wide, like most of my vehicles. It's shit, especially on road. On off-road, it's actually decent. But yeah, it's kind of just like a truck. I got the exact same thing, but with slightly different suspension. Wait, sorry, tripping there. I just made complicated trailing axle, trailing suspension in rear. It's still flip, or spins, or both, or drove. Next vehicle. This is a trophy truck with 4-link suspension and double wishbone in the front. The suspension's actually great. It's a tutorial. It's who made that video? I don't remember. I'll put credits of him later when I'm editing the video. I like trophy truck suspension because of how satisfying the rear suspension is. Trailmakers does not recreate that very well, but I guess you guys get to see. Oh, just me. What the hell? Okay. I guess it does not want to be messed with. That's like 500 complexity. I made the same thing, but I put similar thing, but I put double wishbone suspension on the back, trying to recreate like a Traxxas RC car. It's shit. Very bad. And I made a track focused. Sorry, hypercar, and it's decent. And yes, I'm going to do a lap with it. Does this one have the option to flip? No. You'll see what I mean by option to flip in a minute. I made a slightly modified version of this car become the Mercedes CLR GT. I don't think it was a GT. Like the 1990s or 80s car that Mark Webber was driving and it flipped. And then not Le Mans. So I kind of made it recreate that. I also gave it more downforce, but it does use gyros, by the way. Just saying that's where it drifts and stuff, so. Imagine if Formula 1 drivers started doing this. They'd instantly get kicked off the team. Like, tyre usage, like 7 million, bro. I don't know, like 7 million%, I guess. Bloody scratches the rims. Yeah, not the greatest of performances. I have to watch this half an hour video back. And I've edited it as well. I won't do a lap with like all of these cars. This one's pretty much the same thing, just I made it more homologated by changing the lights a little and then removing that front bit. This is the first one that I let flip by holding. What? I think T and G are supposed to move the wing like active error, but it doesn't. And Q pulls it down and E lifts. Okay, it's okay. Okay. one was the best because it's just true. Mercedes seal. Okay. Nope, I guess I moved on. This was supposed to be like a go-kart pit stop where you have to stay in there for 2 seconds. It's probably better if I just go like, and I delete all of these floor panels. I've done that before. Yeah, that's not even vehicles that it doesn't drive. Then I modified this one a bit. This one is pretty much the same thing, just a slightly different canopy. Still can flip with those wings there. More thrusters. Pretty much the same thing. Here's Niki Lauda car. Bad oversteer, very bad. Not doing a lap for this one because video is getting too long and I was supposed to do it with everyone, but fuck no. Survival show. You know, scrap mechanic reference. Reference. Let's just call it out. Is this me engine? It is me engine. You know the pigeon in BeamNG? I made in Trailmakers and I also made it me because why is it sticky all bit? It slowly rotates and it's a really cool view because it rotates like 10 degrees. And it stops instantly, but get to the point. This is just a normal pigeon. This is just that car. This is the other car, which is slightly newer than the red one, but older than the Lauda car. The rat, you know, I hate this car. Apparently this vehicle is just always damaged. Don't know what's up with that. Next vehicle. Oh yeah, this is my first like supercar attempt. There's only 3 tall, but there's also 10 wide. That's a recurring theme. My car's being 10 wide. I like the front of it. The rear, quite nice. It has flaps. And they actually create quite a bit of downforce. Don't question. It's wide, stanced. I like how the body continues into the front wing through like a fender. Like here, it goes slope up and it keeps going into the wing. That's nice. Not showing this off too much. Mini F1 car. Always love to see it. This is my favourite ever car. It is the Tyrrell P34. I literally have like 2 posters of this thing on my wall. I tried to replicate it as close as I can, which came out very well. Did you know the front wheel actually turned more than the middle wheels? That's a fun fact about it. I was actually created to try and have less drag over the little front wheels because the regulations made the wheels get smaller so that it have less downforce and more drag to slow them down. It kind of worked. It got proven in Sweden. I just modified this. I'm gonna need to take you guys to the water for this one. This one's a more funny mean one. I made the sailboat. It flaps. I like the noise. next vehicle. This one I actually made in a video, but my microphone wasn't working, so the video is going to be posted at a later date after I do a voiceover. If you guys haven't realised already, it is the Ghostbusters car. It doesn't have a livery on it because I couldn't be bothered. I think you guys already know a lot about my character. It can do some nice donuts once you get it into the mood for them. There we are. I might actually rewatch Ghostbusters soon. Really fun movie. But unlike most Ghostbuster car replicas I have seen in Trailmakers, mine has a feature from the actual car. Killing itself is not an actual feature. Why is it glitchy all of a sudden? There we are. It has the Buster seat. I don't know what it was called, but it has it, and it's on the turret, and then you go in and it closes the door behind it. It's just like the real thing. I tried to replicate it quite close. It's a decently handling car. There's a video I made about this. I made a video about it, but that's not going to be out yet for a bit of time. I need to dub that, and I don't want to. That's all the cars here that I have, or vehicles. Wrong thing. 37 minutes, 6 seconds. Well, no. I had this in the corner for this whole time. Dang it. Guys are just gonna have to, like, ignore that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not gonna enjoy the editing, but see you guys in the next one.